What's up, guys? That was the intro song.
I don't know if y'all knew, but that sounded a little different.
Sounded a little different. How'd you like it?
I thought it was really good. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you hear you want to hear it again?
Yeah, absolutely.
His inspiration was like a mosh pit. So like if you can listen to it again, you can probably hear the mosh pit in the background. Yeah.
Damn. Wow.
That is the official MOSHCAST opening song. The official one. This is the MOSHCAST episode, was it 17?
It is, yeah.
Episode 17.
Wow.
Here I am, Almighty Sai, and I got my guest here, radellaez.
Hey-o.
You know what I was talking about today? Especially last week, our last week podcast. How fucking crazy was that shit?
That was insane. Very fun, very drunk.
So, a little heads up to you guys. I'm thinking about doing that every so often. So, you'll probably see it once a month. You'll probably see it twice a month. It just depends. And it'll probably be involving some type of holiday or like day or something like that.
So our next holiday coming up is Halloween.
We could do something for Halloween, you know, but we could also do something before then. That's a little far. I kind of want to I was thinking about where I want the MOSHCAST to go and how I want to do it and everything, and I always think to myself like I'm always everywhere, this here and that there and this, and it doesn't really make sense and it's all jumbled up. Well, so is a fucking mosh pit, so go fuck yourself, you know. So that's how I kind of want to do it, where I want it to be fun, but I also want it to be serious, and I want it to have music involved and all of that stuff. And I think last week was kind of like a little stepping stone to like how we can actually do this, where it's kind of like raising eyebrows a little bit, where I wore fucking makeup, took a pill that morning, and I turned into a fucking woman.
And clenching a few fists every now and again.
Clenching a few fists. I mean, like
the possibilities are endless.
Crazy shit happened in that podcast where, you know, my fucking stomach was showing, but fuck it. I was feeling very self-conscious about it, but I was like, what the fuck ever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter, so.
Yeah. And honestly, probably no one truly noticed until
no one truly cared.
In this podcast.
And I told people, I was like, hey, what did you think about the podcast? And they're like, we love it, blah, blah, blah. You know, blase. Nothing about my stomach, so. Maybe nobody even fucking saw it.
And now he just outed himself.
And I just outed myself. Anyway, yeah. I got called a few names this week. Well, how was your week? Let's talk about your week. How was your week?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No.
Why?
And disassociation.
Because you don't sleep.
Yeah, I've been very tired this week.
Yeah, you punish yourself, it feels like.
Yeah, since I can't, so far.
Oh my god.
No.
Trigger alert. Trigger warning.
No, it's just because I've been really busy this week. And I feel like I've been nonstop since June.
Yeah, we've been going on pretty hard with just having a schedule with a lot of things.
Yeah.
And the days that we don't have scheduling going on, we just
have to recharge.
Yeah, we recharge and then we do it all over again.
And it's like that recharge was for nothing.
Yeah,
I'm tired
pretty much
of the work week, the modern day work week.
Yeah. Well, yeah, your modern day work week.
Okay,
it's wearing you out.
Yeah, I don't care about mine. I'm talking about like the regular Monday through Friday 9 to 5s.
Oh, gotcha.
Because like if I do my work week, I do 12-hour shifts.
Right.
Depending on the shift, depending on the week, I'll either work 6 days a week to 3 days a week.
Right. Right.
And so I work overnights. It's terrible. Well, it's not terrible. It's actually pretty easy. But,
right.
But like the 9 to 5 work week, I don't know how you could do that and go home, cook dinner, do the laundry, have the weekend off to do what? There's nothing open on the weekends.
Yeah, it's the weekend is to recharge and then quote unquote recharge, but it's usually for like doing house chores.
Yeah.
And then doing outdoor chores like mow your lawn and take care of all that stuff, and then even then you're still worried about bills.
Yeah, and if you have an office job and you're working 9 to 5, you can't do your errands.
Yeah.
Because other places are 9 to 5
Yep.
office jobs.
Yeah.
It's crap.
Because once you get off, things are closing, especially with like COVID and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Things were really closing for a long time. I mean,
like the Walmarts weren't 24/7 anymore.
Yep. And I mean, even the fast food restaurants were like closing down really early.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still dealing with Allsups being closed every night.
Oh, you're
and
still
Allsups
on that.
is a 24-hour gig. Like I remember being born basically, and Allsups was always there. Shout out to Allsups for always being there, even whenever I was a child. It was always open. But COVID hit, and whatever they're doing over there, they need to fix it. But I know one thing that they're doing that is so fucking ridiculous. It's like so crazy. It's not ridiculous. It is so crazy that it's happening, and nobody's talking about it. Well, I know that Allsups is in this area, and so people don't really know what Allsups is. Allsups is a little...
It's your everyday mom and pop gas station.
Yeah, it's like it's a gas station. They have bean and beef burritos that everybody loves. They're famous. If you haven't had one, you need to go try them. They have chimichangas, all the good shit, right? But you go into an Allsups and you know it's an Allsups because how fucking rugged it is. I mean, they're old as fuck. They have this really dark, like red, like
tile flooring.
It's like blood red, but it's dried. It's like somebody shot somebody.
It's like dry clay.
Yeah, it's like dry clay, and it smells like burritos, and
plastic.
Yeah, and then I don't know why, but I always smell the Allsups Pepsi. Like if you get an Allsups Pepsi,
yeah, it smells.
You can
different.
you know it smells like
it's
like
built
it's an
different.
Allsups. It's built different. But do you know what they're doing over there? I did not know that it was happening until I looked it straight in the face and I had to take a double take. And I was like, what the fuck is this thing? What is this thing doing here?
Human trafficking.
Yes. No, guys,
what?
We're not doing human trafficking. One more guess.
They're opening up a dairy.
No. You're good answers, but they're wrong. They are now installing Bitcoin ATMs.
Bitcoin ATMs?
They are installing Bitcoin ATMs in the Allsups gas stations, and you can buy, sell, trade Bitcoin right there next to a money ATM, like a bank ATM. It's right there. I looked at it and I was like, what the fuck?
You know what's terrifying is that I bet it gets used a lot because in these small little towns, there's a bunch of little men who want to do little trades and little stocks.
Right.
And I bet you that stuff gets used constantly. It's like 3 a.m. and some business majors high on Adderall are going to go to the Bitcoin ATM.
Yeah. I was looking at, because it has a little screen and it shows you, it says, buy, sell, trade, or whatever. You know how much Bitcoin is right now?
Like 17 grand or less?
It's more.
No way, it's more than 17 grand right now?
Yeah, it's more than 17.
23 grand.
No. More.
How much?
$38,970 is one Bitcoin. That's what that screen showed me. You can fact check. I bet you it's went up and down from since then because it was a week ago that I found this out. But it was 38,700 or 970. But we're gonna get fact check. Bex is gonna get on the sound or the computer. How does it feel to be a sound and computer guy, Bex? Second day?
It's a lot of pressure.
Is it a lot of pressure?
Yeah.
Like really though? How much?
$32,812.10 US.
Okay, so it went down a few grand. $32,812.10 on United States dollar.
You know what's so crazy is that it was so easy to mine Bitcoin in the very beginning.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, ooh, it's not going to go anywhere. I know this because my stepdad mined Bitcoin for a little bit.
Oh, really?
But my mom made him stop because it wasn't going to go anywhere.
Right.
I bet you feel so stupid
I
right
bet. Dude, I was talking to Eric about this. I was like, dude, we should have just jumped on it at the beginning. Like, we could have literally jumped on Bitcoin at the beginning, and we would have fucking been billionaires.
Yeah.
We would have been fucking millionaires. Because, like, can you look up how much Bitcoin was at the beginning and see, like, how fucking stupid we are if we didn't jump on this shit? Because if it's like 25 cents a Bitcoin, we're how much? 60, what?
$65,919,508.
That's how much at the beginning?
That's if you had a Bitcoin from the beginning.
Right. That's how much you would have had. Mm-hmm. But how much was a Bitcoin itself to buy one?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah, when it first started, because there's no weight to it. It's literally just a concept.
So
Bitcoin
you're telling me when did Bitcoin come up?
2009.
2009. I was in junior high, I think.
Yeah.
If you're watching this right now and you didn't get on this shit in 2009, you would have had what? 65 million?
Almost 66 million.
Almost 66 million, dog.
Damn.
For a free ass Bitcoin that people thought that it was just
and that's
nothing.
Just one. Imagine if you got like 4.
If you had like somebody's here. If you had like 10.
That's my grandpa.
Oh, is he always spraying?
I don't know what he's doing.
If you had like 10.
You scared the crap out of me just now. But if you had like 10, yeah.
You would be a zillionaire, basically.
A trillionaire, but yeah. Or a billionaire. I don't know basic math. Let's do basic math.
Let's do basic math. 65 million times 10.
It was just 66 times 10. That's 660,000. 660 million.
I think. We don't know. We don't fucking know. But if you think about it, if you think about that concept where it was just a concept, it was just a thought. And in 2009, which I was in junior high, if I would have just said, yeah, I'm going to get on this bitch, I wouldn't be here right now. Mm-hmm. Would not be here right now. Mm-hmm. I would be bigger than what I am now. God, I'm so fucking dumb.
How would we have known?
You know what? Time travel. If we figure out how to time travel.
I think then everybody would do it. Okay. So, I'm glad we got really off topic on that, but how was your week?
Mine was pretty good. I had my daughter with me this week. And, it's pretty chill here. Just because I started like a new little position at my job. And that's not too bad. But the thing that's weird is that I have to be there when they text me, which means when they text me that the truck leaves where they're at.
Lubbock.
Yeah, Lubbock. And it takes like an hour, almost 2 hours to get here. But when they text me that they're leaving Lubbock, I have to be over there at the place, which it doesn't really matter. I mean...
Yeah, I've been talking about wanting to do that, though, for your music and stuff.
Yeah, for my music. Because, like, I write better when I'm in my car. And I write better whenever I'm just chilling in my car and I have the beats playing and stuff, and I write down all my stuff, which is totally fine. It just sucks because like this week, Phoebe is here, and I want to spend as much time as I can with her. But then they'll text me like at 9 and be like, "Hey, the paper's coming," and then I have to go.
Yeah.
And it's just a weird dynamic because like I don't know these people. I know Jessica a little bit, but I don't know these people, and I'm meeting them, and I don't know what they think of me. I'm so used to like being by myself, like where people just don't fuck with me, and now they're like, "Hey, what's up? You're doing this, that," and I'm like, "Cool, man."
Like whenever, just in general, I'm a very self-conscious person.
Yeah.
I'm always like, what is someone thinking about me? What's going on in their head? Unless I'm at work, for some reason, the embodiment of caring leaves.
Right.
And I'm
I don't give a fuck.
Because then at that point, it's like, you're not paying me,
right,
Gina.
Right. You're not the person that's giving me my fucking paycheck, you bitch.
Yeah. So it's like, why do I give a fuck what they think about me?
Well, the thing is with me, though, it's kind of scary, is that everybody's related over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And I watched somebody literally get, like, fired the first day I was there. This girl, I don't know what happened. But I talked to Harley about it, and he goes, yeah, she didn't do her routes or whatever, and she just got right there, right then and there. My first day at the dock, I was like, nice.
Well, I mean, she doesn't do her shit. You've done this. You've done your stuff correctly for the past 5 years.
Right. And I, and it's cool and stuff. It was just weird going into the dock and seeing all that shit, and then like seeing somebody get fired. I'm like, all right, let's get this. What is it called? The sensory overload. Yeah. Let's get the sensory overload over with. But that was going on, and then just Facebook stuff.
You said you got called a lot of names.
Yeah, I got called a lot of names this week. Dead horse beater.
I mean, that is kind of true.
I do. That is kind of true. I do beat dead horses, especially in arguments. I love it because I love getting people pissed off. I got called Chief. How you like that one? I don't like that one. I got called Chief. Not the what up? Not the what's going on, sport. I got called Chief Braxton. Yeah. So, if you want to talk about that, you want to talk about all that stuff going on?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. I got called Indian lover.
Oh yeah, you got sent. Yeah, someone told you, they were like, "I bet you wish that you had an Indian kid so you could claim him on your taxes."
Yep. And I'm like, I got called cracker one time and it offended me. I've never gotten called cracker before in my life. And then I was at a store, and these guys that were driving a Mustang just like my friend was, they were talking a whole bunch of shit. And as I walked into the store, they're like, "Yeah, walk away, you cracker." And I was like, "Oh, how dare they?"
You can't be racist to white people.
You can't be racist to white people. It was just, it really struck a nerve with me. Not that moment, but it really struck a nerve with me whenever somebody called me Chief.
Yeah.
It really struck a nerve with me when they basically said Indian lover. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this is what happened. I'm gonna tell you the whole reason I got upset. And I'm not gonna dox this person. I don't give a fuck. And if he even listens to the podcast, he knows who the fuck I'm talking about. But it says, this is what he posted. "Maybe if the Native Americans had a border wall, the bad white folks wouldn't have made it through, and they would have been safe. After all, the Europeans were just immigrating to better their lives, but without permission." And then he puts in quotations, "If you can't laugh at this, then I don't know what to tell you." In quotations.
If you can't be a racist with me, then I don't know what to say to you.
If you can't be a racist with me and talk about the engines, I don't know what you want me to tell you. That's what he's basically saying. He's like, it's not my fault they all fucking died. They shouldn't have been there in the first place. This is our America. We deserve this land.
Yeah. They worked hard.
In my defense, what I said, I wonder if that's what you think about species of animals that are native to areas being killed off to extinction. I wonder if that's what you think about trees being destroyed by deforestation. And I wonder if that's what you think about Jews being in the Holocaust. It's always a statement, well, after all, it's only 1,100 indigenous kids dead. After all, it's just what God wanted. Should have put up a wall for those darn kids so they wouldn't have to die. But, you know, America. You think it's funny? Great. Awesome. Don't expect everybody else to think that it's fucking funny. Right? Mm-hmm. Don't expect for people to laugh at something that you literally said a few weeks, maybe a month. I would say, a month after the fact. They are still finding indigenous children under churches dead. Right? Mm-hmm. I don't know his motive. He said it was. He said, "Come." He was like, "Hey man, come closer. It's a joke." Oh fuck! I'm sorry. I didn't know it was fucking funny to talk about dead people. I didn't know it was fucking funny to talk about fucking murdering the indigenous population here on their own land because they were put here for a reason. Mr. Godly Christian man.
He's fine with. I'm just gonna say this. If you're fine with different colored kids being killed, but you're not okay with a clump of cells staying alive, then you're just being racist.
Yeah,
it's not about the kids.
You're racist. You're a racist fuck. If you get mad at somebody for having pro-choice and wanting to have an abortion for said cells, and you're infuriated and angry about that, and then go on Facebook and joke about fucking children that have died that are indigenous, then you're fucking racist. You're fucking racist, man.
I've noticed a big, cycle with that. They only care until a child is born. Because then they don't care about school lunches. They don't care about the WIC. They don't care about food stamps. They don't care about anything because they blame the parent.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense to me. Because if we're going to say I'm pro-life, right? Mm-hmm. For example, if I'm pro-life, that means that life that I care about, I'm going to care for. But after it's born, it's whatever. Fuck everything else. Mm-hmm. People don't understand what the sacrifices we have to take to. As much as I want to disagree with the nation, as much as I want to fight the nation and the government itself and my belief system and all of this, I have to understand that I am here anyway, mm-hmm. right? The rules are rules, and sometimes we have to fucking do it that way, right? Mm-hmm. But the thing is with pro-life and pro-choice is that they're illegalizing pro-choice, right? Mm-hmm. They're making it illegal for abortions, okay? If that continues to happen, our population will increase, and then we will become China. We'll become China.
It makes me think of that episode of The Office where they're talking about how China is becoming a super nation and everything.
Yeah.
And Michael's terrified.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. But it's true because do you know what they do in China?
Population control.
Forced abortions, guys, because population control. Because what was that part on Monsters Inc? They don't want any. They don't want. Oh, they can't open the door because it could let in a child. And that's exactly the point. They don't want to open their legs because
it could let in a child.
It could let in a child. Okay? And now China's like, well, we got to do something. And now they have forced abortions because they can only have a few children in their household. And look at us. Are we following their footsteps? Because what happens? What's going to happen is that we're gonna have pro-life, right? And abortions are going to be illegal. Our population is going to grow, and then what? We're going to have
communism.
We're going to have overran adoption facilities. We're going to have overran. What else?
Group homes.
We're going to have overran all of this stuff. Our households are going to be overran because why?
Children are taking over.
Children are going to take over, you know?
It's boss baby.
it won't be like 2 or 3 friends that you know that have 12 kids. It's going to be every single family have 6 or 12 kids.
That's a big jump.
That's a huge jump. Oh, but we can't have plan B. We can't have Planned Parenthood because that's illegal too. I love America. I want lives to live forever. Children, I want them here. Yeah? Until these fucking kids are stealing your fucking tax money because our WIC and our BET, or what is it called, BET?
EBT.
The EBT. Sorry, my dyslexia. Not BET.
Black Entertainment Television.
Because our EBT, because our welfare, you know, what the fuck are we doing? It's like a whirlpool.
I have a proposition.
What's up?
And it will cure 2 things. Overpopulation and world hunger.
Uh-huh.
And cannibalism.
100%. And there's a few people that are on my Facebook that I would gladly fucking eat.
Jeff Bezos.
Well, yeah, I would eat Jeff Bezos, but I was talking more like people that I know.
You know, if we eat the rich, that includes like Dolly Parton.
We can't fucking eat Dolly Parton.
And Reba McEntire.
Can I eat her?
In the podcast.
But going back to the indigenous racism situation, so I was getting mad. I was getting frustrated. I was, telling them this stuff. I actually said, quote unquote, I hope your automatics jam, you fucking dweebs. That's what I said on there. I said on Facebook, I said, I hope your automatics jam, you fucking dweebs.
Mic dropped.
Guess what happened? Whatever he is, I don't know what he is, and I wish he would let me know. But he was, I think he's a part of the indigenous community talking shit about his own community. I'm sorry, boss. You still are a racist. Right?
It's like when Mexicans are all for Trump talking about like, yeah, build that wall.
Right, build it. Oh, I have family that is that color. I have that family that's that race or that culture.
My best friend is black.
Yeah, and you're still talking shit. You are a fucking racist, bud.
You're not only a racist, you're a hypocrite.
You're a hypocrite. Not only are you a hypocrite in race, you are also a hypocrite in religion. If you are a Christian, or if you're a Catholic, or if you're a Baptist, or a Methodist, you are a fucking hypocrite. Why? Let's just get back on Facebook real quick. I'll show you why. I posted this the other day. It says real Christians would be waiting at the border with food, water, clothing, and medical aids, not guns. And guess who posted on the comment section?
Who? This guy.
Radellaez. Right? Keep on loving one another as brothers and sisters. Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers. By doing that, some have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it. Hebrews 13:1-2. The foreigners residing among you must be treated as native born. The foreigners. Let's read that again. Are we in church right now? Amen.
I love how no one commented on it.
Yeah, nobody commented on it. I loved them. Nobody commented on them. But let's read that again. I think this is Facebook church right now. I think it's MOSHCAST church right now. The foreigners residing among you must be treated as native born. Foreigners, native born. Because we are one world. Love them as yourself, for you were foreigners in Egypt. Are we? Oh, but I went. I'm pretty sure I was from Europe, dog. I am 49% British. That's not in America. That is not in America. I am foreign. And it says, the foreigners residing among you must be treated as native born. Love themselves, or love them as yourself, as you were foreigners in Egypt. I am the Lord your God. That is something the Lord himself said.
Mm-hmm. That's something that's in red text.
That's in red text, dog.
You have to stand up in church whenever that is read.
That's in Leviticus 19:34, and if you don't believe me, look it up in your Bible.
And I just want to point out, so that is in Leviticus, and everybody always wants to point out shit in Leviticus, like the man shall not lay with another man.
Right.
And all this other stuff. So that is
about that.
law.
Yeah.
Y'all.
We've talked about that in last podcast with Alex, not the special, but the one before. We talked about how people like to nitpick and stuff. You also posted one more. It says, do not oppress a foreigner. What are we doing? What are we doing in America?
Oppression.
We're oppressing foreigners, dog. You yourself know how it feels to be foreigners because you were foreigners in Egypt. This should say, you yourself know how to feel to be foreigners because you were foreigners in Europe.
I also want to say that I think it's really funny that we allow, like pugs, Australian shepherds.
Oh, yeah. Exotic
poodles.
reptiles.
Yeah.
Exotic fish.
And you have to pay for them full on.
Yeah, and there are people, Americans, that will pay that fucking price for those things.
But if someone wants refugee in America and they're going to fully pay for themselves, which if they get a job here, that is not the immigrant's fault. That is the company's fault because they understand and they're taking advantage of someone who's going to accept a lower pay.
Right. German shepherds. I don't hear anything
They're
that says
on the police force.
American shepherds. I don't hear any of that shit. I don't hear any of that shit.
Y'all.
African tree frogs.
There you go. Y'all be racist, but join the frog spotting group on Facebook?
Yeah. Y'all be racist, but y'all sure as hell fucking buy a whole bunch of ball pythons. I've never seen a fucking ball python in the Americans before, all wild and shit.
Y'all sure be racist, but you sure drink a lot of tea and watch anime.
Chai tea. I don't hear any America in that. I don't hear any America in that. What is this? Alto professional. Maybe. Oh, maybe. Sorry. It's American made. It's all fucked up. You can hear it. You know what I'm saying? But they wanna fucking backlash at me because I think it's fucked up that they're talking about a different culture, a different race, and they call me chief, and they start saying Indian.
I love it when it's usually white men. I love it when country white men tell me how much they love America, and then they get in their Toyota truck, Yep.
Look up. I'm gonna shout somebody out right now, but look up 7 things you shouldn't say to indigenous people, and we're gonna get people to learn real quick. We're gonna acknowledge you. We're gonna open your fucking eyes for a second. I'm gonna shout somebody out. I shouted him out before, but I'm gonna do it again because I fucking love his music and I love what he's doing. So I'm gonna shout out Big O. That's Big O the King on YouTube. It's BIGOTHEKING, and I'm just gonna shout him out. This is his newest song. It's called Overflown. It was about 2 weeks ago. So let's listen to this.
My stress and be overflown, love money, bitch, I need more. Complaining about my living, should I just blow on my dome? My stress and be overflown, love money, bitch, I need more. Complaining about my living, should I just blow on my dome, Bitch, I'm off the chain.
Guys, we're gonna come right back to the podcast, but I wanted to talk about some ads real quick, so that's what we're gonna do. So the first ad we got is undeniablemisfortune.com. That is undeniablemisfortune.com. Undeniable Misfortune is an upcoming record label / corporation. Well, in the future, they plan it to be, but for now, it's a step up of their foundation builder made by artists to help other artists create a web of connections as we build our own connections throughout networking with all who want to help join and collaborate. Man, this website is made by artists to help other artists. Yeah, let's check this out, guys. Let's check it out. So we got the homepage, pretty self-explanatory. It tells you everything about Undeniable Misfortune, all the artwork, all of the new albums and stuff. Really cool shit. Guess what? The next fucking button, it's the podcast. You can find the podcast on this website right here. The MOSHCAST is on undeniablemisfortune.com. The media, that is literally all of the albums, all of the singles and EPs on that part of the website. You can buy the albums. You can listen to the albums on deck. Then you have fucking the merch, Undeniable merch, LJ merch, Grim D merch, Sign merch. I'm wearing a hat right now. Very affordable prices, very good quality merchandise, and go check that out. The next people. You hear that in the background? That's a badass beat, right? That is by 9mm. You got the website, 9rosekings.com. 9rosekings.com. You need to find a beat. You need to find a beat, and you're not really sure how to. You have an idea in your mind, and you can't get it on paper because the beats that you're listening to just suck ass. Well, 9 Rose Kings got your back. So a group of homies from humble beginnings with some fire ass beats. It all started with 2 dudes making beats for free. Saying fuck it, let's boss up and make a production group and take over. That's what they were doing. Support some real ones with some real love, and we shall return the favor with fire ass beats on deck. Hella dreams, big deals on to y'all. Hit us up. Let's work and make some fire. Bro, 9rosekings.com has all the fucking beats. You go on their beat selection and it gives you a list of all the beats that they have on there. You add to cart, it's simple as that. You buy the beat, it's fucking yours. Yeah, but I want to do some other shit. I want to do something like real professional. I want to be connected. I want to be a part of this situation. Oh, I got you, bro. 9rosekings.com has a portion of services that gives you packs, and they have a 4-set pack right here. And I'm just going to go from the beginning all the way to the end. The 9 Rose pack includes 1 custom beat and 2 posted beats, right? The Bloomin' pack, 2 posted beats and a vocal mixing. The Trinity pack comes with 1 custom beat, vocal mixing, and 1 posted beat. My favorite out of all of these is the Prolific pack. That is my favorite out of all of them because it comes with 1 custom beat, a vocal mixing, a motherfucking promo, and 2 posted beats. So you get 3 beats on deck, a vocal mixing of your choice, and a promo to that beat. How fucking awesome is that shit? Braxton, how much is that shit? It's very affordable, but I ain't gonna tell you the prices because you go on 9 Rose Kings and you check them out and you tell me how fucking fire that shit is, right? Our next guys, I love these guys to death. Wildhatters.com. That is wildhatters.com. WILDHATTERS.com. Our hats are from the ones with the wild streak, the ones who want to stand out, the ramblers, the gamblers, and the trailblazers, the new nomads of society who are craving out their own paths in life. We're all on our way in our own journey right now, but allow us to take a view into yours and create you a perfect hat for the party we call life. Bro, I got a hat from them on Instagram. I talked to them. I said, hey, I have an idea. And he made that shit come to life. He built it. He showed me every month what he was doing to this thing. And he created what I had inside of my mind. Everything that he uses is organic. Everything that he uses is handmade by himself. He will show you. He will talk to you. Every single day I was like, hey, what's up with the hat? What's up? What's going on with the hat? He's like, I got you, bro. And he would show me what's up, right? Let's see here. Maybe you don't want to, maybe you don't have a really good idea about a hat. Maybe you just want a hat. Maybe you just need something for like a vacation or an anniversary or a wedding. Bro, he already has hats custom made. He already has hats that you can buy on deck. You don't have to have an idea for it, right? Easy payments. If you need to do payments, you can talk to him about that. But it's very affordable as well. And you get quality more than quantity. There's quality in his hats that are more important than quantity. Sai, I want something a little bit feminine. I want something a little bit non-binary. I kind of want to go out and be chic or whatever. His girlfriend does the same thing. Go on Instagram, look up Spiritual Cowgirl, and she makes hats for the feminine, right? So you're not alone. We got you. They got you. They got all types of hats. Masculine hats, feminine hats, bada bing, bada boom. Buy you a fucking hat that stands out from anybody else. No one will match yours. No one will match you, right? That is wildhatters.com. The next person I want to shout out is a person that that I felt like stepped out and beyond. I went to school with a friend that had passed away a while back, and her sister made a store, an Instagram store for clothes. And you're probably wondering what that's called. And it is called 94 Vintage Store. Has a ring to it. 94 Vintage Store, right? 94 like 94, and then Vintage Store. So you go on the Instagram, and she already got shirts and pants and men's clothing, women's clothing, and purses and all the good shit. She opened the store on July 10th, and it's there. Braxton, how do I get in contact with her? DM her, tell her what's up, right? Braxton, how do I pay her? Cash App in her bio, Venmo in her bio. It is 94 Vintage Store. Check that shit out, right? Undeniablemisfortune.com, 9rosekings.com, wildhatters.com, and 94 Vintage Store. We're gonna get back to the podcast. As always, go fuck yourself.
If I hit them like a train, fucked up in the head, get a million, I'ma split it with my gang, everybody gon' get fed, break bread like Jesus did, everybody they steady talking, I don't give a fuck what he said, I'm a big dog, put local shows, gon' pass the mic, bitch, I kill it hoe, I came from nothing, I'm chasing profit, I push him over and I let him roll, I ain't even trying when I spit the flows, she don't suck dick, better drop it low, approach with caution, on some bullshit, never been shit, don't remind me hoe, grinding while you snoring, bitch, I'm popping, your girl say you boring, bitch, I'm on the grinding, you just flexing for the fucking story. Sipping margaritas under the shit that you pussies throwing. Bitch, I want a mansion, I'm a bastard, homie, fuck a road.
That is Big O, the King. He's my homie Big O. He's from Hereford, Texas. Man, I like his flows because not only does he do English, he does Spanish as well.
It just comes to him.
It just comes to him. Boom. It just comes up to his dome. He's like, God just gave it to me, bro. I don't know.
No, but that is actually really good. Everything that you've shown me of Big O, I really enjoy.
I like his stuff. I mean, I've done a song with him. I've shouted out over here on the podcast before, but I've talked to him, and if you look on his stuff, like you could tell his style, you could tell what he's trying to do and everything. But there's a side to him where I hope that he gets enough fame or it blows up a little bit where he can be a little bit comfortable to do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
He kind of wants to do maybe 836 Mafia type stuff. You know.
Yeah.
He wants to do kind of like a Ramirez type of flow. I mean, that's what he has. You can kind of hear it. Where you know how like Ramirez kind of flows, and it's like a Hispanic. I don't know how to explain it, but you could tell that even Ramirez himself has like a Hispanic type of flow to him. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I was raised up on SPM, so like I know how that is. You know, I know how that flow is.
One time, my white friend was at a party, and she loves SPM, and she took 5 years of Spanish.
Right.
And they called her racist for it because she was white, and they were like, "You're racistly appropriating this."
What the fuck?
Yeah. She FaceTimed me. She was sobbing, Riley.
No shit.
She was sobbing. She was dating a Mexican for like 7 years too. So I mean, like,
what did they expect her to just listen to ICP or some shit?
Yeah, and she was like she is fluent in Spanish,
Right?
And and they're like,
that's so fucked up.
It's like how those people told you that you just had white guilt.
Yeah, I have white. Yeah, but it's like they don't. Nobody knew like Friona. They want to say Friona was a white town, but it really wasn't. Where I was growing up, I was the only white kid there.
Yeah.
There was Slim, there was Grim, there was Giovanni, there was Alfonso, there was
Alex,
Nestor, you know, Alex, Eric. All of them are Hispanic or black. I was the only white kid, right?
Literally, Friona. The name is Spanish.
If somebody came up to me and was like, "Don't fucking listen to SPM, you fucking cracker," like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Like, all of my friends listen to SPM. That's why I like SPM.
It's just
free SPM.
Free SPM.
But first, free Britney. But also free SPM. But also not free Cosby.
Yeah.
Because Cosby is free now.
Yeah, I saw that. And
Turner. Yeah, that's another thing that I was going to talk about. How fucking crazy it is that Bill Cosby is free. James Charles is back on YouTube.
Yeah, this is his third time. He's gotten canceled twice.
David Dobrik is still floating around. What in the actual fuck are we doing? These are bad, bad people. James Charles is a predator. Bill Cosby is a racist or a rapist. And David Dobrik is manipulative, abusive,
girl boss, gaslight, gatekeep.
Gaslight predator. Because I know that he did not rape anybody. He did not sexually assault anybody. But he recorded it. Recorded. And as much as people want to say, oh, the door was closed and all of this shit, and they were pointing fingers, he was there. He knew what was happening. To a friend, he knew his friend had allegations already for sexual assault. And they still went through the joke. They still went through the bit. His friend already had SA allegations. Had sex with these underage women. They were of age to have sex, but they were not underage, or they were not of age to drink, and they were drunk, and they didn't know what was going on. That's rape, bud. Knock, knock. Fucking rape, dude. Mm-hmm. Right? David Dobrik, I'm sorry that you got put in a situation where you are involved in this, but that's what you fucking get for recording, for trying to be famous as fuck.
I'm not sorry because you chose to hang out with those people.
That's what I'm saying. He chose to hang out with those people, and those people chose to hang out with him. So that's why those people, they're like, David Dobrik made me do this and made me do that and stuff, but you still hung out with him, dog. Yeah.
If someone made me do some shitty thing like that, then I wouldn't hang out with them anymore.
Exactly. 100%. Anyway, we're going to go back to this indigenous racial profiling here.
As soon as I stop
for a second.
Around everything.
Because I feel like, let's just say that there are some people on this watching this podcast that don't know. Let's just say that they don't know that the term Indian is racist. Yeah. That they don't know the term chief is racist whenever it doesn't involve an actual chief in a tribe.
Or Indian giver.
Indian giver. Let's just say that they don't know. If you don't know, then here we are going to educate you. If you do know, then more knowledge to you. And if you don't want to know, then shut the fuck up. You're going to know anyway.
So I would like to say, first of all, um, you know, whenever, whenever white bitches specifically are like, that's my spirit animal.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do that. No, it's not. You're white.
Yeah. That, I believe that's an indigenous term, right?
It absolutely is. You're white. You don't need that. It's just the same as you don't need to wear a Native American costume for Halloween with the headdress and everything.
Right.
Because you think it looks cool.
Right.
That's really fucked up. That's the same as blackface.
Pretty much. But nobody talks about it because this is America. Mm-hmm. Anyway, what's the first one?
Oh, we already did 2.
Already did 2? What's the first? What is the first one? Let's just go down the 2.
No, I have the computer.
Oh, well, I know, but we need the people to know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm doing. So the first one is don't call an informal get-together a powwow.
Okay.
Okay.
Why? Does it say why?
Why it's harmful. Powwows are significant and meaningful culture. Hold on. Powwows are significant, meaningful cultural celebrations in many indigenous communities. They allow people in the tribe to feel a sense of community and to honor their heritage in a society that often marginalizes them. At these events, people dance, sing, eat, socialize, wear traditional gear, celebrate their culture, and impromptu chat at the water cooler is not a powwow.
Okay. So if you say something like, "Oh, I'm going to go to a little chill spa, a little powwow," right? Mm-hmm. That is racist because I mean it's basically like taking away the spirituality of something that is about spirituality.
Yeah.
In the race or the culture itself. So that's a good one. What's the next one?
The spirit animal.
The spirit animal one. Honestly, I think we know what that one is. Mm-hmm. The next one.
Don't call an indigenous man chief or a woman Pocahontas.
Ooh. Oof. Oof. I'm pretty sure we know why.
Yeah.
That's self-explanatory. And that's why I was talking about chief and stuff.
Yeah. And then the next one, as I already said, is never describe the Native American culture as a costume.
Oh, right. Or as a costume. Or if you're not of that culture, don't wear a costume of a Native American culture.
It's mocking.
Just like blackface.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, if you think about it, I don't think people should even do whiteface. You know, like other races painting themselves as another race at all. It's like if a black person painted white or an Asian person painted black, it doesn't matter what color you are, and if you change your color of your skin, it's still a face of some type.
I think the white man has had it good for too long, and I'm gonna make fun of him about it.
I'm gonna give the white man a little bit of string on the whole face thing. The whole I think they should be in that category too. It'd be kind of weird to have a different race just paint themselves as white, like you wanted to be a white man. That's kind of harsh on yourself. Anyway.
How do you think other people feel? This is why you can't be racist to white people.
Right.
This is literally it right here. Is because someone's going to be like, well, I just think it's weird. How do you think other cultures have felt for centuries of what we have been doing? So, with that being said, do whiteface. Make fun of every white man.
Fuck them. Do whiteface, I guess. We're gonna fight fire with fire. We're gonna be racist to racists. Let's be racist to racists.
And I'll be sexist.
We're gonna fight fire with fire.
Don't think I won't. The next one is avoid saying that someone is the low man on the totem pole.
Ooh, why is that one? Give me the example for that one.
To imply that somebody has less power or influence than others by saying they are a low man on the totem pole is not only dismissive of some native religions in the Northwest, but it's also inaccurate. These carvings portray stories of lineage, mythology, and important events. Totem poles are symbols of prestige in a community. Often the figures portrayed at the bottom is the most significant.
Oh.
Probably because they're supporting. Yeah,
they're supporting. It's the low man on the totem pole. Which, now if you say it to me, you fucking know that I'm the best, I'm important. You go fuck yourself, but don't say it anyway. That's kind of fucked up. It's just like another spiritual. You're taking away from something spiritual in culture.
That's like saying, yeah, I got nailed on the cross.
Yep. Jesus? Hey, Jesus? Anyway, what's the next one?
The Indian giver. Don't call someone an Indian giver or call an unnaturally hot fall an Indian summer.
What?
I've never heard that one.
I never heard of Indian summer.
Although the term Indian summer, I don't like saying these.
Well, I mean, this is our reality. This is what people are saying.
It seems like an innocent way to describe warm weather in October. It once again turns people into this website gives me really long words.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where are you at?
Colloquialism? I don't know. The origins of the phrase may date back to Native Americans telling settlers about the tendency for periods of warm weather in the fall, or that it's based on conditions in which many people hunted. But more oftenly, the term Indian has been equated with something that is a bogus and not legit similarity to Indian giver, ultimately minimalizing a people to a figure of speech, ignores these groups' true history and continued fight for equality.
And this does not give you the leeway to say, oh, I don't have to say Indian, I'm just going to say indigenous, so you're going to say indigenous giver. No, that doesn't fucking work. It's not right to even say indigenous summer either. Just don't fucking say them. Yeah. How about that? Like I don't know if you ever got one, but an Indian burn?
Yeah.
You ever got an Indian burn as a kid? Why? Because you turned your skin red. Don't fucking say that shit. That's racist as fuck. Anyway, what's the next one? You good?
I'm thinking of another one. Sitting Indian style.
Oh, yeah.
I have always been taught it's crisscross. You're sitting crisscross.
Right, crisscross applesauce.
Yeah. Why would you teach children to say Indian sitting?
Yeah. I'm the exact same way. Like, I grew up in a place where being racist was okay, and you never saw it. Then I grow up, and then I see it, and I'm like, that's not okay, bud. And the people that are on Facebook are the ones that are like, shut the fuck up, dude. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I say this all the time. I say Indian all the time. I say all of this all the time. The N word all the time. I say the B word for Hispanics all the time. That one's a harsh one. I don't like saying that one.
My biology teacher used to call all the Mexican kids in her class that word.
Yeah. It's BEANER.
IER.
IER. I don't like saying that one.
Or I don't know if there's an I.
Or the S word for Hispanics. SPI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like that one either. Saying the N word to black people, it's like I say it all the time. Yeehaw! I say that shit all the time, boy. Yeah,
I'd love to see you say it in front of a room full of black people.
Yeah,
I would love.
I would honestly love to see anybody say Indian in front of a whole bunch of indigenous people. They'll beat the fuck out of you.
I want to see you say the N word to your best friend that's supposedly black.
Yeah. Yep. And then to go even further, you have family members that are racist to their own race.
Donovan experiences that a lot.
That is so crazy to me.
Or like, say like you're a mix and your family's white or something.
Right.
There's a lot of racism in that.
Someone's calling you.
It's my sister.
Oh. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Super crazy.
Yeah, that's stupid.
And then it gets to the point where, like, I'm not racist to white people. I'm not racist to white people. I can be, right? But I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't even like sometimes saying cracker most of the time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like racism at all. Just don't be fucking racist, right? Now, there are white people that are dumb as fuck, especially the people that are on my Facebook, right? And I'm calling you out and letting you know that you're dumb as fuck, dude, and you're a racist piece of shit. But I am not racist to him because he's white.
If he was my friend, I would be.
He's not my friend.
On Facebook. If he was my friend on Facebook, that would be.
He's not my friend per se, but I like the fact that he is on my Facebook so I can talk. Because a lot of people like just to unfollow him. Braxton, do this. Braxton, why not just do that? Doesn't work that way because I'm here to express my opinions, and if they don't like it, then they can unfollow me. They can block me. And for a person like him to be on Facebook and be like, oh, fucking all these indigenous people need to get the fuck out of here, and they're taking our money, but we're living on their land, but it doesn't matter because this is America. And then go to church every fucking Sunday and say, quote unquote, actual evidence of, quote unquote, I'm a good Christian man. And then we talk about the fucking verses in the Bible that you posted up on my Facebook. You're not Christian, bro. You're not a Christian man. And I think a lot of Christians today are forgetting that you have a duty as a Christian, as a churchgoer, that you need to keep your fucking people accountable for their actions.
Yeah.
That is one thing that I learned when I was growing up in a church, is accountability. And those people will show you what accountability is, because apparently I couldn't wear black. Apparently I couldn't listen to metal music. And I was accountable for my actions. But
this time it's personal.
This time it's not okay for your daughter to have a kid out of wedlock with a married man. This time it's not okay to support a church community for men and their pastor gets caught up in a child scandal because he had an affair with another woman while he was married. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Something happened?
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay. I'm going to shout out one more person, and then we got like 5 or 10 more minutes, and then we're going to shoot out. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
No, I'm apologizing to our audience.
Oh, yeah. How dare you?
I know, I'm sorry.
How dare you be a human being? I'm going to go a little different here. I'm going to go to Jack Thurman. I want to do a Jack Thurman song.
Jack Thurman, if you ever watch this, I would really like to hang out with you and your girlfriend. You seem like a very quaint, lovely couple.
Yeah.
And I want to go thrifting with her.
Yeah, Jack Thurman, and he's a cool musician. He's a cool artist. I'm going to shout out this one song called 34th and Coulter, an Amarillo song, a legit Amarillo song called 34th and Coulter by Jack Thurman.
Some other guy is driving your car. Can say he won't get anywhere, but he won't get far. Another guy is driving your car, and I hope after he parks it that it won't start. I could go on forever.
Never mind.
Go on forever.
I guess it doesn't work.
Go on forever.
Who does the drums?
I could go on forever. Go on forever. I could go on forever. Go on forever. I could go
I gotta stop listening to the song because I don't want to like take it all away.
Yeah.
But what a fucking song! That's actually a really good song.
That was a really good song.
34th and Coulter by Jack Thurman. That is JAKTHURMOND. He's on Spotify. I think he's on YouTube, but he's on Spotify. That's where I found him. And go support him. Give him some likes. Give him some follows and shit. That's actually really good.
Yeah, that was really
It's like
good.
very like that's why I don't know what Jack Thurman is. I don't know what Jack is. I don't know if he's country. I don't know if he's indie.
Indie Summer 2016.
Like the drums were so organic. Like and that's because I'm a drummer. Like I just know like that was just so like I'm pretty sure that's him. If I was to be like, hey Jack, who did the drums? I know for a fact he's gonna say I did. Because it just sounds so organic. It sounds like not a drummer. It's a good sound, and if you are a musician, you definitely can make a beat happen. It's not like fucking hard, but I can tell like it was so organic that it sounded really really good, and his voice is so fucking amazing. He needs to be famous. Yeah. He needs to be touring or something. He doesn't need to be stuck in this bumfuck town. But man, what did we all talk about? We just talked about.
Racism.
Racism. We just talked about racism today. It feels like we started the podcast and it feels like we only talked for like 5 minutes.
I know, it's been like a whole hour.
It's been literally a whole hour, and we shouted out 2 artists today too, and I feel like it's a good transition because guys, like I said, we will have fun. We will have fun in those specials that we do. We're going to have fun either way on the podcasts, but we're also going to have serious times. And I want people to understand like there's a weird dynamic with what I'm trying to do with this podcast, because a mosh pit is exactly that. You have a group of people that butt heads and fist fight, and they talk about the shit, and they yell and scream about what they believe. And I want to be a part of that, but at the end of the day, we're all friends, and that's what a mosh pit is. You get fucked up, you bleed a little, and then they pick you up, or you pick them up, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because you don't go out of a mosh pit in an actual concert. You don't go out of a mosh pit thinking that everybody fucking hates you. You hug it out. Everybody fucking loves that shit.
For the most part.
For the most part. There are some people that get too aggressive. That doesn't
get fucking crazy.
But for the other side, the mosh pits that I've been in, everybody loves each other. They will fuck you up. You better watch out for them fists and their legs. They'll kick the shit out of you. But when the song ends, it's dapping up, hugging each other, and wiping the fucking blood off your face. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's what I want this podcast to be about. This is what it's about. It's about the organic scene. What is it? I don't even know if that's a fucking word. The organic scene.
How organic.
How organic it is. Where we... fuck up, where the soundboard doesn't work all day, or we can't find that one thing on the computer, or my stomach shows, or I look fucking ugly, or I'm a fat piece of shit. I'm
gonna mute your mic.
But that's how I want it to be, and it's a hairball, and I think the last part, the special, just kind of opened my eyes to where it's like, okay, now we can maybe smoke a cigar. Now maybe we can drink a few shots and then drink a few beers on the podcast and be kind of chillaxed and stuff and talk about music and why we hate Lizzo and why we hate Drake. Mm-hmm. And why SZA isn't as good as Willow. And guys, music to me is opinion based, and I will love you. However,
unless it's Mac Miller.
Yeah, unless it's Mac Miller. Do not fuck with Mac Miller. I will come for your throat, and it won't be good. But any other person, you can like Drake. I don't give a fuck if you like Drake, but don't get mad because I have something to say about it. You know what I'm saying? I like Russ. There's a lot of people that don't like Russ. But don't get mad about it if we have a discussion about him.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff we want to talk about. I know it's the 17th episode. We got a long way to go. And I, in myself, have to chill out. I mean, in myself, have to know that this is just the 17th episode. Yeah. It's going to be all right.
She's just 17. She ain't even of age yet.
She's just 17, bro.
Dancing queen. Young and sweet.
So, I mean, do you have anything you wanted to touch up on? Or anything from the last podcast did you want to touch up on or anything? I will say, I would like to apologize. It sounded like we were laughing at Fetty Wap's family member passing away, and that wasn't the case. I think Alex was thinking about something else, and it was just a whole bunch of fuckery. But it's a really bad situation where Fetty Wap is in, and you have been in my thoughts and my prayers, and I'm still continuing on praying for you.
We love you, Fetty.
We love you, Fetty, and you know, I know it's going to be rough, and I know it's tough for you because, like, literally, if I lost my daughter, I don't know what I would do. You know what I'm saying? And I just want you to know that we got your back, and we support you, and you know, maybe take a few months off, maybe take a whole year off. Who gives a fuck? Because you need that time to mourn and time to feel that pain of losing a child. And I know that whenever you get back on what you're going to do or whatever you do, people are going to support you 100%. But like I said, I have you in my thoughts and prayers and shit. And we're just going to keep on going. So I just wanted to say that too. I know it was kind of a fun deal on last podcast, but it was an experiment for me. So yeah, I think that's it for today. Do you want to shout your stuff out first? Like your Instagrams and stuff like that?
My SoundCloud is radellaez. It's RADELLAEZ.
Nice. That's it? No Twitter? No Facebook?
No, I don't want people on that.
If you want to find my Instagram, my Instagram, it's BRAC, BRAC _BRAC. You can find me on Instagram at Almighty Sai as well. Almighty Sai has a Facebook page as well, but I don't really like using Facebook a lot on there, so you won't see a whole bunch of shit. If you found us on the undeniablemisfortune.com website, our podcast, you can also find us on YouTube, which is MOSHCAST with Almighty Sai. Give me a like, give me a follow, give me a subscribe, give me a comment. Our last episode was the 2-hour special, and it got a lot of traffic, and I love that. I want to continue to have that, and just subscribe. That's all you have to do. If you hear this, just go over there and just give it a subscribe. I won't bother you all fucking day. It'll be a week. You'll see me once a week. And if you don't want to fucking watch it, then don't. But give me a follow, because that really helps, and that really that gives us support in what we're trying to do. But other than that, that's about it, guys. Shout the fuck out to 9mm for making us that intro song.
Mm-hmm.
How fucking dope was that shit, right?
Really good.
And we're going to listen to it for the outro as well. Why not, right? Oh, let me get my phone. And here it goes. We'll see you next time, guys. Go fuck yourself.